I have interviewed, debated, sparred with controversial, opinionated, offensive people from across the world, sitting presidents and prime ministers, former directors of the CIA and Mossad, Trump officials, Biden officials, a Netanyahu spokesman, a Hamas spokesman, an IRA leader, Vivek Ramaswamy. But never in my 25 years as a journalist and 15 years of doing live TV have I been so stunned by what was said to me that I had to walk off set in the middle of a live show, as I did on Monday night on CNN in New York when this happened.
If you don't want to be called Nazis, stop doing.
You're called an
anti-Semite
more than anyone else's table.
Yeah.
People will sit there and no, by me. I never called you an anti-Semite.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not sitting here saying
I'm a supporter of the Palestinians, so I'm used to it.
Yeah, I hope your beeper doesn't go off. The thing is
Did
that
you just say I should die?
You should not.
No,
Did you just say I should be killed?
No, I did not say that. No, I did not say that.
Hold on. Did your guest just say I should be killed on live TV?
Yes, that was far-right pundit Ryan Gadusky reacting to me saying I support Palestinians by basically inciting violence against me, suggesting I might be blown up in the way that Hezbollah members and Lebanese civilians were blown up via their beepers by Israel in what the former CIA chief Leon Panetta called a clear terrorist attack. That's what Gadusky casually suggested might happen to me. J.D. Vance associate Ryan Gadusky. Trump supporter Ryan Gadusky. Because in his head, when he hears Palestinian, he hears Hamas. When he sees a Muslim in front of him, he sees Hamas. Now, he and his right-wing friends are saying, I called all Republicans Nazis, which, of course, I didn't. Although apparently white supremacist Richard Spencer claims Gadusky used to write for him. What I did say was that if you don't want to be called a Nazi, don't say Nazi-like things, as was said at the Trump rally in New York on Sunday. Jews are cheap, black people like watermelons, Muslims are terrorists. And this guy's response to that was to imply I'm a terrorist who might be killed by Israel. A line that wasn't a joke, and that he almost certainly came pre-prepared with, thinking he could get away with it on live national television. That's how bold these MAGA Republicans have become with their racism. That's the permission structure Trump and Vance have created, with the help of some in our media who've just happily platformed it. But as shocked and stunned as I was, there was no way I was going to let him say that to me unchallenged. And I'm glad to see CNN has since banned him from their airwaves, and I appreciate host Abby Phillip apologizing to the viewers and to me after I walked off set. I do want to do a shout out here, by the way, to my fellow panelist Ashley Allison, a former Biden-Harris 2020 campaign staffer who was with me on that panel.
You just said
Kamala
right
Harris is a
here,
pimp.
apologize, but I will tell you, I don't accept that apology, and you didn't even say it to me.
I didn't say it
that
to
was
you.
disgusting. But I can be offended when you don't even say it to me. I'm not Puerto Rican, but I was offended by what he said yesterday.
Where would we be as a country without black women holding the line against racism and bigotry and showing us what solidarity looks like? If Harris wins next week, it'll be partly because of her fellow black women holding that line. And if she loses, and to be clear, because of her refusal to budge even an inch on Gaza, Harris morally deserves to lose. We will get a Trump presidency, a white supremacist presidency, an anti-black, anti-Semitic, Islamophobic presidency, in which people like the bigot I had to deal with on CNN will be emboldened like never before. They won't just be running their mouths on TV panels against public figures like me. They'll be at your kid's school gate. They'll be at your grocery store. They'll be in your subway car, proudly and shamelessly saying this stuff to you too. They'll also be in charge of US foreign policy, egging on Israel to do more beeper attacks, even more acts of terror, egging on Trump and Vance to be more racist, more violent, both at home and abroad. A white liberal friend of mine, while sending me a very supportive text yesterday, asked me in good faith, is it emotionally taxing to face this bigotry, or is it par for the course at this point? To which my answer is, sadly, we Muslims don't have thicker skins than everyone else. Nor should we have to have thicker skins than everyone else. We're human beings. So of course it's emotionally taxing. That's the whole point. That's why they do it. Racism is about not just dehumanizing you, but demoralizing you and depressing you. It's about beating you down and keeping you on the defensive, forcing you to fight an uphill battle, and apparently even threatening you with a terrorist attack. As the one and only Toni Morrison so wisely, so eloquently, so rightly said, the function, the very serious function of racism is distraction. It keeps you from doing your work. It keeps you explaining over and over again your reason for being. Well, to be clear, less than a week out from the most consequential election of our lifetimes, with genocide on the ballot, yes, but also fascism plus genocide on the ballot, I'm in no mood to explain myself to the racists and bullies. But I will continue to speak out. I will continue to do the work. And so should you.